Alright guys, I just recorded the entire video for you and the audio is just absolutely cooked. Now, my voice is absolutely killing me, or else I would have re-recorded this for you. I hope you find this video useful, even though the audio may be a little bit tough to bear. If you guys all pay attention to the trading viewpoint of the video, you should find that useful. The audio will be sorted again tomorrow, guys. So again, I want to apologize before we start the video. Let's get it.
Alright guys, sorry I didn't make a video yesterday. I'm still not 100% well. I've got a bit of a flu over the weekend, and right in line with us reaching resistance and having a pullback. Now, we said in the previous video, if you missed it, that we were actually due for a pullback and we were coming up to critical resistance. Now, in my opinion, people were getting quite complacent. All over my timeline, it was, you know, new price targets of $200, $500, $600. I was even seeing people saying that ICP was going to flip ETH. That's also like another alarm bell in my head when I start to hear these things. No matter what crypto it is, when you start to see the general sentiment turn into like, I told you so, super bullish, that can be where you start to see some pullbacks, or it could be at like a local top. Okay, whether or not those people are right or wrong, when people do get overconfident and complacent, we usually get a pullback. Now, we did say that $9 to $10 was a resistance zone for the USDT pair and also for the Bitcoin pair. No need to panic yet though, but we were waiting for a confirmed breakout from this trend, okay? Did we get it, guys? Unfortunately not. I mean, people telling me to look at the log chart. Look at the log chart. If you look at the regular chart as well, which has a bit of a lower breakout target, we didn't break out for either of those, okay? So having a little bit of a red day today to start the week. It might be a red week, okay? It might be a red couple of weeks, and we consolidate just below the point of breakout. Shouldn't be too much to worry about right now, guys. But again, we've got to wait for candle body closes out of this resistance zone, and then we can start to target like our $15 to $20. Now, you're going to see here we've got a bunch of arrows, guys. If we do zoom in to maybe the 4-hourly chart, then this is what I'm going to be doing to kind of try and hunt my lows and then the next high. Okay, so we're going to use the fibs today, then we're going to look into like the Gaussian, we're going to look into the Bitcoin pair. You guys can let me know what you think. But if we start from here, we basically had a 5-wave move. So we had like A, B, C, D, E, right? Blow off top all the way to around $10. Fantastic. That means from around like $2.80, we got a move of 250% in the space of a week. You can't really be too upset about that, guys. What you started to see was in each of these parabolic moves up, it did respect the fibs pretty well, right? We've got a blow off top to the 4236 on this miniature move here. On the next move, if we zoom in a little bit more, from this high to this low, all of this leg, we actually did still respect the fib, and we got to the 2618 at $9.65. Even if you want to include this pullback here on the 4-hourly, we can go from this high to this low here, and you can see here perfectly on the 1618 fib was where we found resistance. Okay, so you can see here ICP was respecting the fibs, and it was also respecting the fact that we had 5 moves up, so like 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and now I think we're coming down in a 1 2 3. Where could that 1 2 3 bring us, guys? Well, if we use the fibs again, and you know, this could bottom out a lot shallower than down here at $5. Okay, it doesn't have to go down to $5. Some of you guys won't like to hear that, but if we say from this parabolic move all the way to the top here, then that's going to bring us to around $5.84 at the 0786, or even if we go to like the 0618 where we are now, $6.69. So in this zone here is going to be where I would say all of you guys should keep your eyes on for ICP. We'd like to get some bids in this area. If you use the whole measured move, so from the absolute low to the top, then you're going to see here right in the median of this zone is a 0.5 fib, where a lot of the time retracements like to go back down, guys. Okay, so I think people right there were calling for a bottom a little bit too prematurely. I do think we could probably go down to the 0.5 fib, so somewhere in $6. A little bit below that is going to be the 0618 for this whole move, which would be $5.46. So that's why I've pointed out the arrows at this line here as well. So what we can also do is we can draw like a little red line, and hopefully this would hold, and we can change that to green as well. So that's kind of how I'm looking at ICP right now. And again, what we can do is we can remove the fibs, and we can say, well, if that is the bottom, and we can kind of predict the future on this one, where would the next legs go, guys? Well, we can draw it from there, and we can use that as the absolute bottom. We can say The blow off top now for this next leg, right, for the 1, 2, 3 would be around $12. Okay, then we should have another correction, another leg up, and that would probably bring us back to like $20, and that would pretty much be the end of this move for ICP, in my opinion. So we have got a little bit lower to go, guys. Sorry for the sniffing. We've got a bit lower to go. Maybe, you know, 10% all the way down to around 20%. Could you guys handle that? If you could, then you could be getting a $12 ICP at some point in the future. I don't know how long this will take. A lot of you guys are going to ask me, what time frame is this going to be in, Lex? What time frame? I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to play out. Okay, it may not even play out this way exactly, but this is just how I'm seeing ICP at the moment. If you go to the Bitcoin chart as well, which we were looking at, then we lined it up perfectly, right? We said the 0236 is going to be a big level of resistance, and then we said like this line here about 1.00, it was 0.50. We thought it'd be like a $10 ICP at that point, but we got to like $9.70-ish, right, at the 0236. Having a bit of a retracement now. Again, if we can break out on the Bitcoin pair and Bitcoin dominance starts to lag again, then you try and target around the 0382 as the next key area of interest, which would be like a $15 ICP, depending where Bitcoin is at that point, guys. Okay, so we need to keep an eye on that. Another thing to pay attention to, guys, is if we do go down that low to like $5, I think it was 30-ish, that's going to be in line with touching the daily bull market support band. So another reason why we could have a little bit more of a sell-off before we do get another bounce up. And if we go to the weekly Gaussian, guys, then surprise, surprise, we found resistance right at the top area of the channel where we said we should be starting to act with caution. And now we're back at the median. Okay, so eyes on the prize is going to be the median level of the Gaussian. We could come back down to the lower area, which, you know, by the end of the week, maybe a couple more weeks, it would be slightly higher. So again, could be in line with the bull market support band, could be in line with our fib targets. But for now, what am I doing, guys? I took some profits at like $8 to $9, like 25% of my ICP stack, because that's what I was always going to do. I told you guys when it gets to around $10, I would take some profs. So I did that, no problem. Sitting on some cash from the ICP stack right now, not bad. Still got a lot of skin in the game, to be honest. And now we're just waiting to see how this plays out on the next leg up. Probably take some more profits, and then in the coming weeks we can reassess. So that's kind of how I see ICP right now. If you found anything in this video useful, you know what to do. Like the video and subscribe. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.